In this video, we're going to discuss how to set up the Karma HTML email template. The first step is to download the files from ThemeForest. Once you do so, you're going to get a zip file. You're just going to want to unzip the file. And once you do so, you just open up the folder. And this is where all the main files are located. We'll just quickly run through these folders. You'll see the design templates folder. And then you have Fireworks PNGs and Photoshop PSDs, so whichever program you prefer. This is where all the different designs are located. So for each different color scheme, it's just kind of the blank template. So if you wanted to, show something to a client or make some changes, you can easily do so with all the source files right there. The next folder is email templates, and this is the actual HTML files, and we'll come back to this in a second. The next folder is the extras folder. Within this folder, there's some buttons that we've created for you. So if you want to use these various buttons throughout your email, they're already exported for you as PNGs, so you can just drop them anywhere within your email. And the last folder is the user manual, and this is just the written user manual, but everything in the written user manual we're also going to cover in this video. Okay, so back to the email templates folder. Again, this is where all the HTML files are located. Now, creating the email is really very straightforward. It's really just a two-step process. First, you just select the color scheme that you want, and then once you have the color scheme selected, then you simply go ahead and copy and paste the different modules into place. So all these different color schemes, they're essentially just a blank template. So it's got the main structure and the main design in place, and you'll notice the content area is blank, and that's where you're just going to go ahead and copy and paste the modules. So we'll go ahead and open up one of these email templates. So I'm going to open up black.html, and you can use any code editor of your choice. We're using Dreamweaver. The one thing I like about Dreamweaver is it has the design view, and I'll show you what that we'll do in a minute. All right, I'm going to go back, and so you'll notice there's all the different colors, and then also at the top there's demo emails, and then there's this modules file. So we're going to open up the modules.html. And within this file, this is where all the different modules are located. So a module is essentially just a chunk of code that all you have to do is copy and paste, and you can very easily create your content layouts. Alternatively, you can also we've also provided demo emails, and again, this just comes with every color scheme. And these already have all the different modules in place. So if you prefer just to delete the ones that you don't want, you can do that as well. So for instance, here I'm going to open up a browser, and we'll open up this black demo email, and you'll see that it has all the different modules already in place. So if you prefer to do it this way, and you can just remove the ones that you don't want, and copy and paste, you can do it that way. Or if you prefer to build from scratch, which was what we're going to go through, you would just use the regular colored template, and I'll open that in a browser. And again, you'll see it's just the kind of the main structure, and then you just have to add the content in the middle. So everything's commented in all these different files. We're also using the stacking method. So we tried not to nest tables, because it's not really a good practice to nest tables in HTML emails. So there is a couple nested tables, which there's certain ones that you can't really avoid. But other than that, we're doing the stacking method. So it's essentially just tables stacked on top of one another. So that makes everything very easy to edit. So again, these are all commented out. It tells you what each section is, and right down here, starting on line 57, it says content goes here. So we're just going to delete that, and this is where we're going to insert all of our content. So if we hop back over to the modules file, again you'll see it's well commented again. It says modules start, and then this is all the different modules. So you'll see full width image, call out text, small image left, small image right, 3 columns, and etc. etc. They're all just commented out. So all you essentially do, you just copy and paste the code from the modules file into the color scheme that you chose, and you just kind of build out your layout that way. Now, earlier on I mentioned about the design view, and that's the one really great thing about Dreamweaver when it comes to HTML emails. So if I switch over to design view, again, it's not a perfect view, but it'll show you what you got going on. So the cool thing about this is you can easily locate code. So like for instance, if I wanted to insert these 3 columns, I would just click on one of these, and then when I switch back over to code view, it'll already have that highlighted. So it just makes it a little bit quicker. So if I wanted to put these 3 columns module into my email, I would just start right here where it says start module 3 columns, and highlight to where it says end module 3 columns, and right click and choose copy, and then I'll go back over to my color scheme that I chose and right click and choose paste. Oop, didn't want to, oh, there we go. And then I'm just gonna save this file, and if I come back here and refresh, you'll see that we have the 3 columns in there. So you just kind of pretty much go through and add whatever kind of layout that you want. So we'll just kind of go ahead and add a few more. So you'll see this call out text module. Again, you just highlight the whole area. Everything's commented. You just copy it, and then you come back over to your color scheme that you chose, and then just paste it wherever you'd like. And if we come back and refresh, you'll see that we have the call out text. So it's really very easy, very straightforward to do, very versatile. Just another thing I want to mention about HTML emails, in terms of images, within these templates we're just calling the images locally. But before you launch your HTML email, you're going to want to make sure that you upload these images to a web server. So for instance, this says image source equals, and it's right within the images folder. It's just a local path, but you're going to want to upload it to your web server so that it's pulling off the images off the server. Because otherwise, when you send the email, depending on if you're just sending it out by yourself, the images won't show up because you can't attach images to an email when you're sending out an HTML email. So you just want to make sure that you're uploading the images to your server. And that's about it. It's just really just a matter of you choose your color scheme, and then you just drop in the modules and you just adjust your content however you need. So I hope this was informative, and if you have any questions, we have a dedicated support team. We're always here to answer your questions, so you can just visit us on our support forums. It's support.truethemes.net. Alrighty, thanks a lot.